What's up, everybody? Grandmaster Gathings here, alongside me, Master Isaiah Gathings Jr. And today we're going to focus on some wall choke defense. We're going to do the one-hand wall choke defense today. Eventually we'll get to the two-hand, but our focus today is going to be on one-hand wall choke defense. Now, it's important to start off by saying that this move is only going to be especially effective if he is actually pushing at me and bearing weight on my neck. If he's just grabbing and holding me, it won't really work very well. But it'll be especially effective if he's actually pushing at me for this wall choke. If you notice, the first thing that I do is I lower my base. Alright, that way I can get my hips up underneath me and I can make sure that my body's all working together in one unit. I open my hand, I'm just going to push right at the wrist and turn my hips all the way towards the wall, and you'll see that he'll fall forward. When I do this move, I like to keep my thumb with my fingers. I call it a monkey grip or power grip. And as I push and I turn my hips, everything works together in one unit, and I like to call it closing the door. So just like I'm closing the door, I'm just going to turn my hips, push, and because he's pushing forward, then he's going to fall right into the wall, and I'm going to prepare for my counter. My counter is going to be an elbow strike, and that's what we're going to get ready to set up for now. So as we change angles, you can see me doing the move, closing the door, and now you can see the counter elbow strike landing effectively. What you can see from this angle is me trapping the wrist, which is going to be something that we're going to show you in just a moment, because we're going to change angles again so that way you can see us trapping the wrist. So as he pushes, I turn my body, close the door, come back with the counter elbow strike. Now as we change the angles once more, you can see that wrist trap right there. So as we push right at the wrist, always pushing at the inside of the wrist, right where the veins are at, so that way the thumb can just slide right off. I trap the wrist, and then I come back with the elbow. The trapping the wrist is very important in this move because I don't want him to regain his balance or base, pull away from me, or attack again. So I want to make sure that I can get a clean counter. This time we change the angles and we also change the arm, so that way you can see that it works effectively on either side. Alright, so opposite angle, opposite arm, lowering the base, pushing right at the wrist, controlling his wrist now, and then I'm going to prepare to set up or follow up with my counter elbow strike, like so. It's important to know that because he's pushing forward, just by me doing this move, he may actually fall into my elbow. That happens a lot. Person's pushing, bearing weight, I knock the hand off, they fall into the elbow as it goes across. So for training purposes, be very careful when doing this move so you don't injure your partner. Lowering the base, pushing the wrist, trapping, and counter elbow.